Hi, my name is Nico, and in this tutorial, we will cover how to use the full body trigger template. The full body trigger template allows you to use custom gestures, touchscreen triggers, and check distance between 2 points to trigger effects such as toggling objects, playing animated textures, setting particle bursts, and running twins. There are a few examples of triggering effects in the template. You can check them out under Effect Trigger Examples. Each trigger object has a movement trigger script. The movement trigger script has 3 options as its movement type: gesture, distance check, and touch screen trigger. The T-pose and right foot click trigger uses the gesture preset. In this template, a gesture represents one or more registered poses of the body. The 2 screen triggers use the touch screen trigger preset, where the user can trigger an effect based on when a joint touches any screen transform object. Each trigger object has a response object as their child. The response object contains scripts that set up responses when the corresponding trigger is called. The animated textures can be found in objects attached to different joints. The full screen effect and particles can be found under the full screen effects object. Let's take a look at setting up our own custom gestures. To record a pose, tap on the screen at the moment of that pose, and you will see a message in the logger which contains information about the relative positions of the joints. Copy this message and paste it into the gesture controller script. Then, create a new pose in Pose Library. Repeat the same step for different gestures. Make sure each of them has a distinct name. We'll use our new gesture to call the lightning effect. Select the T-pose object and replace the values in gesture poses with your custom triggers. Be aware the order of the values here must match the order of your desired poses. Now if you refresh the project, our lightning effect is triggered by a different gesture. Adjust the threshold for more or less precise detection. Next, let's take a look at how the effects are triggered. You can see that there are the start trigger and complete trigger strings. These triggers will be sent out when the corresponding gesture is matched. You can respond to these triggers either with the multi-response script or with behavior script. Make sure the names listed in the trigger matches the value in the response. The distance modifier example uses the change effect with distance helper script to change a given parameter of a material based on distance between either 2 joints or a joint and a screen transform. In this case, we're modifying the distance modifier effect material's intensity parameter so that the pixelated full screen effect will be stronger when the distance between 2 hands is larger. We are ready to preview and submit our lens now. To preview the lens in Snapchat, click Preview in Snapchat in the top right corner of Lens Studio. Then, open Snapchat and scan the provided snap code. Once Snapchat and Lens Studio are connected, press the Send Lens to Device button. You can now preview your lens in Snapchat. This lens is now ready for submission. For more information on submitting your lens, follow the submission guide in the Lens Studio documentation. That's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching and have fun creating with the full body trigger template.